Hey guys, it's Reddy here back with another guide. I just did a couple of runs for like an hour or two, and I was able to get a time of 3:11, which is slightly faster than Phoenix. My guide was heavily inspired by Phoenix, so check his video out if you want, but I will definitely be going more in depth than him. And honestly, for T50, this race is pretty fun and pretty easy, so I'll break it down so that you guys could probably get a T50 time if you're trying to aim for that. My other guide, it is T100, I would assume, at the very end. It's like 3:45 right now, so yeah, it's definitely gonna get pushed out. And if you guys follow this guide, 3:11, and you guys set a score of like maybe 3:20, I think that's definitely T50. And yeah, the difference between this guide and like the last one is definitely using ground zero a lot more early than like that tier 5 merm, the Lord of the Abyss. That wasn't really good. So yeah, like always, you guys will see my run first. This time I turned on the in-game sounds. I normally have it off, but it's whatever. And I'll definitely go more in depth afterwards, a lot more in depth than my 3:45 guide. So yeah, stay tuned and enjoy.
Our story, there are circumventing their at least Phantasmagoria continues. Wonderful! Oh. At least it's not as massive as I thought it would be. At least I didn't lose my faith. There are circumventing our machines. It's not as massive as I thought it would be. We didn't see that coming. At least I didn't not as massive as I thought it would be. Right, what's next?
Alright, so that was my run. Definitely T50 time if you can pull it off. Now we're going to go in depth in it, and this is going to be played at 50% speed. So we're going to start off like always with a 110 merm set on last. We know it's strong now, so if you ever see a race, consider starting with that. We built it into a 210, and we're going to rush an ace over here. We wanted to snipe some of the balloons and build a druid right after. So the ace, I'm not really good at microing the ace, so just do whatever I guess, but just If you feel slow, you can just restart the round or the run. We build the druid, send round 17, set it to close. We want it so that the vines later spawn in between the two tracks so that we can maximize the amount of money and balloons we're popping. So like that, yeah. The vines are hitting both tracks, and we sold the merm at like 350 cash into the Druid of the Jungle, crosspath, send round 27. We're rushing the Etienne now so that we can get levels, and so we can have like the camo up later and the plane ability. When you place Etienne, you can send like 30, place another druid. Try to place it below so that when you set it on close, it's kind of hitting in between both tracks as well. So we want to do that again. Sell the ace at like 700 cash into the Druid of the Jungle and crosspath again. And we're going to build another cannon. A 102, send around 35 as well, set on close. This cannon is really helpful for like reducing the amount of leaks we have when we're sending 39. And we're going to build this merm down here, a 201, just to snipe some of these camo balloons that are coming by so that we can make some money. And at around like 3.2k cash, I'm going to sell the merm and the cannon into a bounty, as I've learned that you don't really need a merm up there to handle the Moab. It's honestly just a waste of time and inefficient. We're gonna build a bounty, send 45 at around like 2k cash or whatever. Like that's my timer kind of. I just send 49, um, sometimes 3k if I feel like waiting. And we're gonna build another bounty, and we're gonna place this merm next to like the Etienne bottom left. Um, so yeah, we're gonna make it a 310, not a 301, because we're gonna get camo later from this Etienne, and we're gonna definitely place a sub down here, a 032 if you can, and send like 54 just to start generating more money. We are gonna get the Abyssal Warriors so we can just hold on to more lives, and just gonna cross path this sub and build another one. And our goal now is to build that ground zero so that we can full send. The ground zero is really strong, a lot stronger than the Lord of the Abyss strat that I was using, as waiting for the Lord of the Abyss and having everything up at the front is not really efficient. So yeah, we're gonna sell one of our bounties into Lord of the Abyss. Not Lord of the Abyss, Ground Zero. A really important part of the strat that a lot of people don't know about or don't talk about is the Vine ability from the Druid, the tier 4 Druid, which basically just grabs 10 random balloons and make your vines a lot stronger. It helps you survive a lot during the full send, and if you really need to during like these 50s rounds. Try not to use both abilities. And so we sold one of the Druids of the jungles into that ground zero, and we're just full sending. And we're going to build another bounty, and you can see me spam clicking my ground zero ability. A lot of times you might die at this stage of the game. Just hope you can hold on long enough, and just replace it as quickly as you can so we can get that cooldown going down. And so I'm cross pathing that bounty because I forgot to, and I'm just placing cannons. Anything just to help slow down these balloons. Get pops in, and I'm spam clicking that druid ability so that I can live even longer. And my airplane ability from Etienne's about to come up. My ground zero ability is about to come up, and these balloons are getting really scary. But I hold on here, and everything explodes on the map. Replace it again. If you replace your ground zero too many times, you might have no cash at the end. So just be wary of that and try to like be a little bit more conservative. I saw this dartling gunner from Phoenix's video, and I thought, why not just encode it this run? A lot of the runs I just skip it. I tried placing a Lord of the Abyss, like selling my ground zero and placing a Lord of the Abyss on that ZOMG, to try breaking it down, but a lot of the times I just run out of money and Moabs get by or just random ceramics. So yeah, I'm just gonna just keep on cycling ground zeros, and I'm gonna sell this Lord of the Abyss down below soon so that I can just break down that ZOMG. I get that tier 4 Dartling. I don't know why I targeted that cannon strong. It wasn't really important. Target independent on that Dartling gunner so that it kind of just aims on its own, as you can see. That's pretty cool. Ground zero ability again. As you can see, I'm just waiting until like I really need it. Break everything open. That ZOMG, it's a problem, right? So I'm building that Abyssal Warrior just to break it down even more. Setting it to strong, and yeah, I'm starting to build those snipers like I talked about in the last guide, to peakling. So you want two of those, and I'm just building another ground zero just so that I really don't die. I'm also holding on to two of those druid abilities in case I really need to live. You know, building another sniper. Low key a little bit broke here, but yeah, I used one of the druid abilities. Waiting, and then I'm gonna use another one in a sec, I think. Yep, and basically we're near the end of the race now because both of the FBFBs have come out, and see those balloons are getting scary. Ground zero, and sell that merm so that I can just build it and break down this last FBFB as quick as I can. Um, Definitely get this last sniper up. Make sure to set those snipers to last so you can one tap the balloons that spawn last. Yep. And so we're just waiting. We're waiting now. And from here, it's happy days. You've won. Just don't be stupid, I guess. Don't sell everything. This looks scary, but you're honestly fine. Airplane ability up, and yeah, I can just sell everything because I know the last balloons are just rainbows, so I'm fine. Yeah, so that's my time, 311. Hopefully you learned a little bit. Hopefully my breakdown helped. And if you need some more clarifications, just ask in the comments, and I'll be happy to answer them. So yeah, good luck, guys.